This is a professional production.
We're literally in your lounge, gal.
Bestie Booze. Kia ora e te whānau. Welcome back to Bestie Booze.
Hello.
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 Today on the show, we actually did a big race today. The big race happened just before we started recording the podcast, so we're going to talk about that. Ozempic is coming to New Zealand. Whoa. Calm down, everybody.
Ew.
And have you got a hot friend problem? Because we do, and we need to talk about it. I know you've all got one. There's some hot bitch out there ruining your life, and we've got to chat about it. But first up, highlights, lowlights, gal.
You're first this week.
Okay, good. Low light. This was the last week of extra hours at preschool. So about a month or so ago, preschool emailed and said, hey, we've got the staff, but we don't have the kids. We're going to offer up some free hours.
Jump.
Did Christmas come early or what?
Here she is.
Yes, she is. She replied, yes, within 1 minute. So anyway, Friday just been. She was there 9 till 3 on their money, gal. Bless their soul. God. And it was just a great day. So that was my low light, that was the last day of it. But then another highlight was that I had a great Friday. I went and caught up with a friend over by the beach and had like a hot chocolate. That was really nice. I went and had lunch with you and we had a drink. And then next thing you know, your workmates turned up like, you guys having a drink? Okay. And the next thing you know, there's like 5 of us at the table gas bagging like nobody's business. And I just really enjoyed that. It was a really nice day for me.
Yeah, that probably actually was my highlight too. Friday was pretty good at work. It was just so nice. You popped in for lunch and then everyone popped in, and before we knew it, we're just having a bit of a chinwag at the cafe bar pub.
I love those vibes.
Yeah. My low light, Thursday.
What happened?
Well, I got home and I decided I'm going to make a roast for dinner. You've been making roasts. You've been inspiring me. Made a wee chicken roast. I don't know. I feel like my cooking used to be not too bad, but these days, really, really bad.
What happened?
I just heard all of a sudden crack and like this big smash.
From the oven?
From the oven, went to the oven, and like the glass dish that I had the chicken in had like cracked and gone everywhere.
It was oven safe though, surely.
Yeah. I've made lasagnas in it like 50 million times.
Oh, it must be some sort of a ship in it.
I know. And so while that was cooking, I decided, Miller, I'll help you tidy your room. And then I just got carried away, and then I rearranged his whole bloody room. I know.
I hate when that happens.
God, yeah.
You sort of sit there and all the stuff's around you and you're like, I was already pissed off before. Now I'm just crazy.
Yeah. And then so I finally thought the roast chicken's done. I'll eat that now. Went and got it out, opened it up, and it's half pink at the bottom. So I'm like, for fuck's sake, this has to go back in the oven. By that stage, I'm exhausted from cleaning / rearranging my son's room. And when the chicken's finally done and the roast potatoes, I was too tired to make anything else. So we just had potatoes and chicken, and then because I had anticipated on doing like other vegetables and I hadn't, there wasn't enough food and we were hungry. So it was a real like doozy of an evening, and so that was my low light.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
You know what, if that's your low light though, you're actually living a pretty good life, aren't you?
Yep,
like a bad dinner was your low light of the week.
Yeah.
You got a great life, gal. No more complaining from you.
I know.
Today was the day. Okay, so I put this out there a few weeks back that I thought we needed a midwinter challenge, something to sort of, promote the show, let's be honest. And I thought one of us needs to jump in the pool in the backyard. Yeah. It's not heated. It doesn't have any capability of being heated. So it's a cold pool.
And it's been a while. Like we do it every so often, but we haven't done it. And
we haven't done it in the middle of winter either.
Yeah.
I have, like at the start of winter once, when me and Sam first bought this house, we bought it at the end of May, start of June, and so we jumped in the pool the first day we owned it because we're like, we just have to. And it was freezing.
Yeah.
But we're going to do this smack bang in the middle of winter. Someone's got to jump in. And it was who lost the race. And so the race was what we came up with as a way to decide, because Sarah bangs on about how she's a car girl and she can whip round corners. How'd you prep?
Oh, how'd I prep? I didn't do much physical prep. I did quite a bit of like mental prep. I asked around. We talked to ChatGPT. I talked about it at work. I talked about it with people at work that actually race cars. And I asked them for tips, and they were not great tips.
Because when we were just mentioning before how on the Friday I ended up catching up with you and some of your workmates, they started to say to me like, Sam, Sarah is taking this race so seriously. She's been going around the office asking people for tips.
I didn't want to
She's been talking about it constantly. And I was like, what? I'd sort of forgotten about it.
Yeah. people would remind me and then I'd be like, that's right. And then my workmate should help me look up tips and tell me like, lean into the corners, do this. This is when you accelerate. And I was like, all great stuff.
So today the race took place. Oh, we went down there. Mm-hmm. Oh, yep. That's me taking it a bit too fast around some of those corners.
That's you crashing too.
Yeah, and I keep going into the wall because the guy comes. He's like, put the reverse on.
Yeah, get out of the wall.
Sorry. So, with no further ado, the winner of the first ever race off between Sarah and Sam Bestie Boos was fucking Sarah.
Yep. Thank you, everybody. It was me. You didn't hear me crashing into the walls, did you?
Can I just say, this wahine,
Yeah.
you won by 0.08 seconds. It goes by the fastest lap.
No,
Yes.
0.80
Look, right there.
seconds.
0.801
Yeah.
seconds. That's how much you were faster than me by.
Yeah. Man, though, there were some big gaps.
Oh my God.
Look, I'm like 3.5 seconds.
That's the one where I crashed. You can't pick the crashes.
2.7 seconds. They're big gaps. 10 seconds.
That was a crash.
Nah, that was race lap 1. You must have been
Bitch,
trying to figure
you
it out.
only bet me by 0.8 of a second. That's
The
bugger all.
Issue is, I kept like, when I was going around the corners, I would do little skits and then I
Same.
would have so much fun. And I'm like, but it's slowing me down. But I just love skidding out.
Same. And I was like coming up to the corner where your husband was standing and he's like, I know that he can do some skids back in his heydays. So when I'd come up to him and I'd drop the back of the car and it just swings around in front of him, I was like, I'm so cool.
I just started to get real cocky too. And like every time we'd drive past our little like group of supporters, first I started like doing peace signs and like waving. I was so excited. And then I got bored. So I'd like flip them the bird.
I was like shouting at you, like, stuff you.
At one point I was like, I think I'm going to lap her.
She did not even come close to lapping
I was
me.
pretty close.
0.8 of a second, hun. Like the
Yeah.
facts are fuck, don't get that back out.
No, I'm wondering which lap that was.
Whatever, mate. Anyway, so next week on the podcast, I will jump in the freezing cold pool. I hope the weather is sunny between now and then. Please pray for me.
Yeah.
Let it go, gal.
Oh,
You won, let it go. Okay?
Thanks to me.
Big pop culture week this week. I feel like there were a lot of big headlines coming my way. Anna Wintour, she's the head of Vogue. She stepped down. I think she'd been there like 35, 36 years. So that was a big deal.
Yeah, see ya, hon.
And then President Trump, I don't know if any other president of the US has done this, but he dropped an F-bomb in a reporter conferencing news thing the other day. He said that Iran and Israel don't know what the fuck they are doing.
Up to fucks.
I was like, you know
my
what?
God.
That's the one thing I can agree on you with, Donald.
Jeez.
Then Katy in Orlando, that's been brewing for a while, but kaputs.
See ya, hon. All over. Yeah, they announced that it's all over. They're just happily going to be co-parenting now. So I guess Katy was busy on her bloody tour.
Yeah.
And Orlando's decided to heave-ho over to the Bezos wedding.
Well, this is what I had heard in these Page 6 articles, that they had fought over the space thing. He thought she was embarrassing. He didn't like it. She was really upset over the reaction to that and the reaction to her album.
Yeah.
But another article I read was that she was so pissed that he went over to this wedding, to Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos' wedding, because she feels like they're more her friends.
Right.
And he's gone without her because she can't go because she's on tour. And apparently she was a bit dark about that. Don't know if it's true, but that was, is there rumours?
Well, also don't know if it's true, but apparently he was dancing with a mystery brunette on the wedding dance floor and left together.
Oh, it wasn't me.
I know. Hey, did you know in the lead up to that wedding, they had like so many celebrations over like a long weekend, and one of them was on a yacht. They had a foam party.
A foam party.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
All the money in the world, and they still want to be doing what we were doing.
2000s called
Yeah.
Jeff. They want their phone back.
I know. Just go to the Mad Cow.
Oh my
So
God.
good, eh?
I had heard that Kris Jenner, so her and Kim went, and Kendall and Kylie. But the thing was that it was only Kris and Kim that got invited, and she hustled
Oh, really?
to get the other ones in there.
Oh my gosh.
Imagine having to ring someone and being like, please, please, can you let my friends come to your wedding?
I guess maybe she would have rung their mum. You know how the mums at weddings always get in cahoots to get extra invites for their kids and their kids' partners?
Got on the phone tree, you reckon?
Yeah, definitely.
I'll be interested to see what happens with Katy and Orlando from now. Like if that is it, because they've broken up before and gotten back together.
True. And they've got wee Daisy, their daughter.
That's right.
So, yeah. And I guess she's on a world tour. She's on her Lifetimes tour.
It takes a
Yeah.
lifetime.
I know.
But Glastonbury, Lorde, our very own Lorde, performed there over the weekend. Her album Virgin just came out on Friday. I've listened to it. It's different, of course, because it's Lorde.
Yeah.
It's kind of punchy and dramatic. I quite like it. But she did the full album at Glastonbury.
Yeah, a surprise set too. People
Yes.
didn't know it was coming.
I know.
And also, I loved, what's that song she does about green lights? God, that was good.
Green light.
Yeah, okay. Well, that was her last song of her set, and that looked like it bloody popped off.
I'm waiting for it. I
Yeah.
love that song. So good.
Did you see the other surprise set?
No.
Lewis Capaldi.
Oh, did he?
I know. Yep.
'Cause
After
last
2
time-
years, yeah, he made his comeback.
Because last time he was at Glastonbury, I think they put this on his doco, the Netflix doco, didn't they?
Yeah.
Because he has Tourette's and he really struggles with
Yeah.
that. But he was like completely overwhelmed.
Yeah, and the Tourette's just really took over, and he couldn't even sing when he was last at Glastonbury. Like the crowd had to all come
That's
together.
right. I remember seeing the videos.
It was beautiful,
And
but
he's
sad.
like physically keeps twitching and it's like someone's
Yeah.
sort of grabbing him. And you can see he's so upset and the crowd just sings from it. It is so beautiful. So
know.
he went back.
Yep, he went back and he dropped a new single called Survive.
How did he go though?
Yeah, really good actually.
He must have been doing a lot of work on his mental health.
Oh God, yeah.
Have you watched that doco of his
Yeah,
on
I have.
Netflix?
And I think he just pretty much had to shut down from the world to just focus on himself and do rehab on his, just everything, because not only is it physical, but it's psychological and my God.
He's such a honey though. Like you got to watch that
He's
doco
so
if you haven't.
funny.
He's so funny. He's a sweetheart.
I just love how like he's always in interviews and stuff, just tearing everyone a new one. And
Yeah.
him and Ed Sheeran are always putting each other on blast, like in the
Yes.
best of ways. It's so good.
Lana had to interview Lewis Capaldi once, and it was an in-person one, and she flew up, and she was like, he's a great guy, I loved it, but it was all over the show. Like it was hard to keep up with him because he just went here, there, everywhere. And Lana herself can be like that, but she struggled to keep up with the guy. So
Oh my goodness.
So I'm glad to hear he's doing so much better now.
Yeah.
Something I wanted to mention before we round up our pop culture, ChatGPT.
Yeah.
The CEO's come out saying, I can't believe it. I can't believe you guys trust this. We just didn't think anybody would trust what we've made here, and you guys are just telling
What do
it
you
everything.
mean?
They thought that we'd all be really cynical of AI and that we wouldn't want to give any information.
Don't they know we're all so lazy?
But then all the comments, like on this article I saw, were like, excuse me, don't talk about my therapist like that.
So good.
I
It's my
know.
bestie.
It is. We love it.
Yeah.
So big news. Ozempic is coming to New Zealand. I didn't know about this
Yes.
until you said it.
Yeah. Wegovy or something? Wegovy?
Wegovy?
I don't know. It's the same as Ozempic, and it's come to New Zealand. And yeah, who is it? Pharmac. They're going to bring it in, and you have to have a private prescription. It's not going to be funded, but yeah, if you've got about $500 a month
Whoa.
and would like to cut out the food noise, then go see your GP.
Holy heck, is that how much they're going to charge for that?
Yeah.
That's shit, man.
I
'Cause
know.
There will be people out there, this would change their lives.
Yeah.
This would change their lives. They cannot do it on their own. They
Yeah.
need help. And
Yeah.
that's
I know.
rough. I hope it's, that pisses me off. To
I
be
know,
honest, Sarah.
gal. I know. And as you know, I have been on something very similar.
Yeah, so we were going to talk about this.
Yeah, why not? I went on, I'd been thinking about it for a while, and for me, it definitely cut out the food noise. And in,
When you say that food noise, what were you eating in a day? Like, give me a rundown. Like, you just eating breakfast, lunch, dinner.
sweet FA, really. Like, I'm also not a great relationship with food anyway, probably. But no, I would honestly, a coffee in the morning would fill me up, and then I would have like one main meal a day.
Wow. And that was a huge difference to what you were doing?
Yep,
Were
definitely.
you snacking lots previously?
Yeah, totally. I just like to eat. Like, I love potatoes so much. I love potatoes. I love pasta. I love all the carbs.
All the carbs.
Yeah, totally.
And were you bad like at night for treats or anything like that?
Sometimes, but just like, I would just not know when to stop. Like, I would just eat so much. Like, honestly, the food I was eating when I was on my injections, the portion went all the way down.
Wow. And how quickly did the weight start to come off taking those injections?
Pretty quickly. I reckon I had about a week or two sort of settling in, and then, straight away. I know that for like the 6 months I was on it, I lost 13 kilo.
Wow. And now that you haven't been on it for how long?
Oh,
2 months?
yeah.
Yeah. And what's happened with the weight since that?
Well,
Honestly.
probably put some back on.
Yep.
I don't want to get on the scales and know that, so I just haven't done that.
I'm just going to slide
But I
those back
definitely
there.
know I put on a couple of kegs over the last couple of months.
But do you feel like it's, oh my gosh, I'm putting it all back on again? Or do you feel more like, oh, yep, it's just sort of bouncing back a little?
I think over the first, I want to say like 6 weeks, it didn't really, like, I was like, this is great. Like, I could definitely come off this like long term. But over the last 2 weeks, I'm like, give me all the food. Like, I want all the food all the time. Like, I went to the pub last night and had chicken and chips. And when I got home, I still made dinner.
Yeah.
You know,
I see what you
whereas
mean. The
previously the
appetite's
chicken and chips would have been enough. But honestly, it is the food noise. I didn't even know that was a thing until I went on the injections and started hearing about this food noise concept. But my God.
Well, previously on the breakfast show, on the Breakfast Club, we got hypnotized at one point. I think I might have mentioned this before on the podcast. I'm not sure, but we all got hypnotized as a group to believe we had been given a gastric band operation.
Yeah.
And it was insane, the amount of food noise that me and Lana would talk about this often, that dropped from that. We didn't have that term then, but we were just not hungry anymore. We didn't think about food in the same way. It didn't affect us. Like, it was drastic change.
Yeah.
And it's so hard for some people to cut that shit out.
I know. And probably like now that I'm evaluating it, I probably will go back on some sort of injection, maybe like once a month or something. I might have to go on it a little bit again because I'm going on holiday again at the end of the year. And one of the reasons I started it at the end of last year is because I'd been on a holiday with my friends to Australia. An absolute great bunch of gals. Then I look back at the group photos and I am just standing next to this absolute honey angel of a friend. And she just looks so gorge. And I just look so
What friend was it?
snuggly. Christina? Gorgeous, gorgeous Christina.
Mate, you absolute rookie.
I know.
Have I taught you nothing?
Don't stand next to Christina on holidays.
Never. No, hold on. Okay, now we've got to talk about Christina now, okay? She's a friend of each of ours, but separately. Like, we haven't all hung out together. But I used to flat with Christina, and her and I. You think going to the GC is bad with her for what? How long?
Oh, a long, long weekend.
Yeah. Try going on a 6-week Europe holiday with
my
the gal.
God.
Europe.
The thing is,
Where
she's the
people
best
wear
of
bikinis,
times.
Sarah.
I know. We have the best of times with that gal. She is so fun.
Oh,
Such
she's
a
so
hoot.
fun. But she is the hottest bitch in town.
I know. And the nicest and the funniest.
Yes. Like, you can't stand next to her.
No.
You can't go anywhere with her.
No, I came straight back to New Zealand and got on the injection.
Oh, my God, mate. I went to Europe with her. I can't believe that I even got one pash.
She probably stayed in that night, gal. She probably wasn't out.
She'd already left. Yeah.
Yeah.
She'd already left
Oh,
the
she
pub.
had.
Yeah, it was the night I ended up getting stoned in Berlin and getting lost.
Oh.
But before that, I pashed someone. And it's because she'd already gone back to the hospital.
Oh,
They
bless.
didn't see her.
Yeah.
Because if they'd seen her,
Yeah.
I wouldn't have got nothing.
Nah.
Not even a peck, hun.
Nah.
Not even a
Nah.
nah.
They would have shoved you to the side to get to Chris.
He literally would have pushed me over. He would have trampled
Yeah.
me, stood on my face, and gone straight to that sweet angel.
Yeah. She really is an angel.
I feel like every friend group has one, though. There is one that's like the hotter mate. And like, you kind of don't want to go out with them.
I know. Sometimes if I've been texting Christina and our other friend, delete this part out, but we'll bleep his name. He's been like, oh my God, who's that?
I've had that so much when I lived with her. Who's your flatmate? Oh my God. Tell me more. And you're just like, damn it, they're gone.
Yep. Dead to me.
Yeah. If someone's like, I'll come round to your flat, I'm like, nah, you can't come here.
No.
You won't come to my room after you see her.
That's so funny.
Oh, yeah, Christina, we love you, but maybe if you could just put a paper bag over it, gal. That actually reminds me, Bondi the other day. I used to work with Bondi at More FM, and I ran into him. We're just talking about that weight loss stuff.
What? What do you do?
Makes me laugh. He comes up to me, sees me at the warehouse. We run into each other. I'm there with Luna. And he hasn't seen me for a while, so he's being a little bit nervous. And because I know him so well, so I just laugh. I'm like, oh, Bondi, bless you. He's just trying to talk lots because he's feeling a bit
Fill the
nervous.
silence.
Fill the silence, yeah. And he goes, oh, yeah, and I've been just doing this stuff at the gym. And I go, oh, I saw online that you were doing like a a partnership with a gym and they were promoting you and you were promoting them. I was like, did you get yourself a wee deal there? And he's like, yeah, Bondi needs to lose weight. So, you know, he goes, and I'm on a health kick, you know, Sam, just like yourself.
Tell me about your health kick, Con. Why does everyone think you're on a health kick? You first lost about 80 kilo in one hit.
80 kilo? Whoa.
I'm talking about Samuel.
Oh,
I was guesstimating. I don't know. All of a sudden one
no,
day.
you're fairly right. It's probably about 80, yeah. Flew up on steroids, came back down, but yeah, about 80. You're probably fair.
And then you've just continued to drop weight since then.
I know. First it was Samuel. Then it was
I know.
It's like that time our mate came over. What did she say? And she goes, Sam, you're looking so good, hun.
Yeah.
Whatever you're doing, keep it up.
Just mainly crying, really stressed out about the mortgage.
Mainly crying, just don't eat because I'm not hungry because I'm sad. But
keep it up.
I know, keep it up. To be fair to myself, I put on a lot of weight when Samuel was sick. I emotionally ate a lot during that time. You know, I'd stopped breastfeeding and it just piled on. And then he died and I went, I'm too sad to eat. It went too far. Like normally I'm a gal that if things are sad, I'm probably likely to go to Macca's or like pick up a block of chocolate. This time, completely different. It was too far. Yeah. Sorry to make that a bit of a serious note, but yeah. Me and my health kick doing very well.
It's working.
What are you doing, hun? Keep it up.
All right, ultra depresso.
Okay, so I've rung our friend Kelly, okay? She's a good friend of ours, been friends with us for many years. We all went to high school. Oh, no, you didn't go there, actually. I went to high school with her.
Yep.
I feel like Sarah did go to high school with us.
But she didn't. She just married one of our friends.
So she went to high school with us by association.
Yeah, that happened.
I wanted to get you on, Kelly, because something happened a while ago now, but I have sat on this for ages and I haven't told Sarah and I've wanted to talk to her about it. Kelly, tell us what happened when you went on holiday to Bali. You know what happened and what you found. Tell them.
What?
Okay, I feel like you're making a bigger deal about this than it is.
Classic
but,
from Sam.
Yeah, I was at this place called Finn's Beach Club. If you know, you know. And I was in the pool. There's a bit of a rave going on, living my best life. And my friend felt something on her toe in the pool and reached down and found this ring. And she was like, oh, I found this ring. And I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. And she said, well, here, you can have it. What? And I'm literally still wearing it as we speak.
What kind of ring? Like what kind of ring?
It's like a silver ring with like this black pendant in the middle of it.
Like a black onyx stone type of thing.
Like just an everyday.
Casual, not an engagement number, just a nice silver ring with a black stone.
Nice. And
Yeah,
like,
it definitely doesn't look like it's expensive.
Right. But you can wear it every day without your finger turning green.
Yes, I can wear it every day without my finger turning green.
Oh my God, gal. Someone out there's missing their ring and you have just got a brand new piece of jewellery.
Do you not think it's weird that she wants to wear it?
What's the issue? I don't understand. What's wrong here?
What do you mean what's wrong? She's found a random person's ring. She doesn't know who it is. She doesn't know the story behind this ring. It could have terrible luck.
Oh my God. It'd probably
It could be
been
from
on
a
the
drug dealer.
bottom of the floor for like 10 years. And she's found it and thought, that's a great memory of this trip.
Do you not feel weird, Kelly, wearing someone else's scary old ring?
Oh, well, no. I think that I was supposed to find this ring, and I think the reason why will present itself at some point.
Kelly, I think you were supposed to find your husband, not that ring, okay? That was meant to be. Phil was meant to be. You were meant to find him. The ring, I think you could have left that on the bottom of the floor and your life would have gone on.
I feel like the ring's easier to find than my husband sometimes.
Yeah, fair.
Even when you're not looking, it's easier to find.
Even if it is on the floor of a pool at a beach club in Bali.
And even
you're
if
drunk
your
as.
husband is like 7 foot tall and you literally can't miss him.
Knee deep in a rave, still can find the ring
When
more than
you
Phil.
go around with this ring, do people, have you told people, I picked this up at a random club in Bali and I've been wearing it since, or have you kept it hush-hush?
Well, I mean, if it comes up in conversation, I absolutely share, but nobody has really batted an eyelid at it apart from you.
I think because they would assume that you have bought it or been given it. I think if they knew the backstory, Kelly, they would be equally as outraged.
Well, I was given it. My friend was the one that found it on the bottom of
Yeah.
the pool. She just gave it to me.
Oh, hun, that's
Interesting
so
she didn't want to keep it though. I love that you're still wearing it every day. Like it is a staple piece of jewelry now in your life.
I think the bit that's throwing Sam off is what the ring looks like because it's like got this big black, what do we call it? Like a
Stone.
stone
Mm.
in the middle of it, which is like the main feature
And
point
it's
of it.
decent, like a 10-cent, 20-cent piece size sort of thing.
Okay, you need to really realign. There's no way it's 20 cents. I'm
Okay,
going to say like
10
an old
cents.
5-cent coin. Oh,
All right, it was
okay.
great actually catching up with you, mate. What did you think of the race today? You came down to watch.
It was a good race. It was pretty neck and neck there. It was a very close game. But I
Sounds like
think
a
the
friend
real
that doesn't want to pick a side.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, the real winner, deserved the win.
Thank you, gal. That's so kind.
Yeah.
Kelly, you haven't really vibed with me today, I'll be honest.
Come along next week and watch Sam jump in the pool.
Yeah, you should come over for that. The pool's probably like 6 degrees. So if you'd like to come over with a drink, Kelly, and watch that, you're more than welcome.
I'll be sitting on the
Oh.
sidelines.
I wish you the best of luck. And just remember, guys, at the end of the day, the go-kart really was the winner.
Amen, Kelly. Love your work, mate. Don't love your ring. Off your pop.
See you in Bali.
See you, gal.
Bye.
Bye. Well, I'm actually really disappointed in you. If I got a ring from Bali and started wearing it around because I found it in a pool, would you not give me shit for that?
You would never do that, though.
Exactly.
You would never do that.
And Kelly would, and there's something
I
wrong
know.
with
That's
that.
big Kelly Martin vibes.
It is big Kelly vibes. I'm going to do a poll on Instagram because I want to know what people. I think people should be with me.
If you take away like the moral side of it, like should she have handed it in? It's just more like, would you wear jewelry you found at the bottom of the pool in Bali?
No,
Okay.
not unless it was if it was a diamond. I'd be slapping
I
it
know.
on.
I actually thought she was going to say it was her engagement ring. I was like, that would have been a story.
Now that would have been worth going on the podcast for. To wrap us up today, I heard of something this week. There is an app/website. I feel like I've heard about it rumbling in the past, but I didn't know the details or specifics. It's called Time Left.
Ooh.
Basically, you.
I don't know about this one.
It's for people to meet other people. Like you sign up, I think it happens on a Wednesday, and it's a dinner. And you sign up to go to dinner with people you don't know to get to know them. And there's 6 of you in total. And you kind of do this online quiz first that will helpfully try and sort you into people more similar to you. But yeah, you're going to go out, pay for your own meal and everything, but meet a table, 6 of yous.
Why is it called Time Left? What's
I
that
think it's
about?
talking about like from memory, trying to step back out of technology and actually meet people and focus one-on-one and like, I don't know why it's called Time Left. I'm
God.
probably like, hey, you ain't got much time left. Go
That's
make
what
some
I'm wondering.
friends.
Is it for people who have been given like
Terminal diagnoses.
that are single? Like that is a niche dating app. Like,
Oh, God.
are you facing death in the face? Do you want a
feel like they're
romantic
just-
hookup?
do that at the Cancer Society instead? It'd be easier.
I wonder if they do have that there. That is so random.
Well, Samuel was not offered.
Yeah.
He was taken.
Well, yeah, they probably knew. Committed to
Didn't even look at him. But yeah, I thought that was pretty cool that you could sign up for this thing. Like it's different to dating apps and less pressure because it's going to be males and females and you're not necessarily going there like I'm trying to find romance. You could just be looking for friends.
Yeah.
So you could walk away with it with a couple of mates.
It sounds like that British TV show, you know, and they'd all go around each person's
Come
house.
dine with me or whatever.
Yeah, and then
they'd rate them.
while the number one person's cooking, they'd all go and like snoop in their drawers.
I don't know, talk shit about them. I can't believe she served that. Or, oh my Lord, you wouldn't catch me eating that in my house.
I know. That's what it sounds like. You should go on it though.
Oh, I'd love it.
Gonna make 5 new mates.
Oh, you think the time left
Yes,
thing?
go on Time Left.
Oh, yeah, maybe. I'd do it. I probably it's not the same if me and you did it together, is it? You have to do it
No.
on your own. I'll do it if you do it.
I'm not doing it. I don't want to do that. I barely actually see my regular friends. I don't like talking to people face to face.
Oh, that's a note. If you see Sarah out in the supermarket, don't talk to her.
I know nobody's talked to me since we started this podcast. You've had multiple people come and talk to you.
The other day, I dropped off Luna at preschool, and a mum said to me, "Congrats on the billboard, by the way."
Oh, nice.
And I was like, "Oh,
that's so
thanks,
cool.
yes. Oh my gosh!" And she's like, "Yeah, I love the podcast," or something like that. Her name was Morgan, so shout out to Morgan.
Oh, well,
Hey-o.
the closest I've got is you didn't come to the pub last night for the Warriors game.
No, had
Side
child.
note, I did see the bouncer with his bouncer gloves at the.
At our new pub. It's never had a pub before.
I know.
I mean, a bouncer before, so
It's
it's
like
just very jarring.
Suburban too. Like we don't need one in the suburbs. But anyway, there were a group of gals, and I went over and just started talking to them, told them all about the pod. And they
ya?
are big. One of the girls told me she was in the top 1% of podcast listeners worldwide.
Whoa, get her in.
Yep, she gave us a follow. She said she's going to have a listen.
Oh, that's so cool. Good work,
I
gal.
know.
Go us.
Anyway, that's the closest I get talking to strangers. A couple of wines deep.
Yeah. Oh, I love that though. Isn't it the fun when you make friends in the bathroom with someone and you're just like, this me and this gal. We just clicked. Besties. Never see her again.
That happened when you and I went out months ago. I made friends with a girl in the bathroom.
That's right. You did too.
I know. And it turns out she kind of like knew of you because she was in the media space.
Oh.
And then I went back to see you. And then you were like, I've got to go to the bathroom. I'm not feeling well. Come with me. And then I'm like, okay. So I'm standing outside the toilet while you're in the bathroom. And then she came in and she's like, I just met your friend, the one from Bestie Boots. And I was like to her, no, you just met me. But I was like, our friendship. Like 10 minutes ago, we were tight, but I love you've forgotten me already.
Oh, the friendships of girls' bathrooms, eh? Bless.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. We hope you have a great day, great week, great night whenever you listen to this. As always, thank you so much for tuning in. We absolutely love talking to you. It's our highlight of the week. And please follow us on Spotify, rate us 5 stars, share it to your mama, whatever you want to do.
Thank you guys. Have a great week.
Ka kite anō.
Bye.